I am addicted to my phone, or more specifically, social media. In the last year, I've made an effort to decrease my screen time by doing things like purchasing physical media, such as CDs, instead of using my phone to listen to music, doing puzzles while I watch YouTube to keep myself from reaching for my phone. Before bed, I only watch anime with subtitles to see how anime I can really get. Let me show you how anime I can really get. Ohio, baka. Yare yare. Kawaii. Baka. I'm kidding. It's actually to force myself to read so I'm unable to use my phone before I go to bed. I'm telling you, if I don't do this, I will scroll endlessly until all the wrinkles in my brain smooth out more than SpongeBob in that one episode where he becomes normal.
Hi, how are you?
What I've learned from all of this is that this urge to scroll, for me at least, is to alleviate the feeling of boredom. Once I realized this, I thought back to my childhood when I would tell my mom I was bored. And the first thing that she would do every time was give me something to create with. Papers, crayons, stickers, these were the things that she would give me to alleviate my boredom. Interesting, right? Something so simple, instinctual even, as picking up a tool to draw with and using your brain to create something. Anything you could think of. I've always had a passion for creating stuff. Videos, dances, horrible music. I had a moment where I was trying to learn how to create music, and let's just say none of those songs will ever see the light of day. Aside from all that, I also love making art. Over the last few years, I've created a lot of art. Some good-ish, some really fucking terrible. But what I've learned from the process of creating it is that it alleviates my boredom extremely well. And that makes sense, right? Thinking back to childhood me who was encouraged to create in a state of boredom. There was no social media or smartphones. Kids didn't have iPads to take to dinner. You had to use your imagination and dig deep within yourself to think of something to draw. Most of the time, only to end up drawing that really sick S. But regardless of the iPad babies of today, I didn't want to become a 28-year-old iPad baby. So I started creating art in a state of boredom, but I fear I've hit a plateau. You see, it's not that art is not stimulating me in the way that it once did, it's my creativity that's hitting a wall. I feel like I can't ever just start anything anymore without going on Pinterest to look up inspiration, which is completely counterintuitive to the whole point of doing art to reduce my boredom, thus reducing my screen time. I feel like I'm literally becoming ChatGPT, unable to think about any original ideas without just stealing something from somebody else. So I got to thinking, what if I could go back in time? Back to when I was that child that had no preconceived notion of what art is or what it could be, and I was just able to pick up a pencil and start drawing. While I don't have a time machine yet, I do have a secret ability that might just allow me to get back to that state in my life. Go back to seeing the world through the eyes of a child or even a baby. That's right, I will be turning myself into a baby. No, what I'm actually going to be doing is starting with my art at square one and learning how to create all over again. In a way, probably not many could do. You see, I have a nearly unnoticeable disability. I say nearly because sometimes that shit is noticeable as fuck. I'm legally blind in my right eye, and I have been my entire life. I was born with something called amblyopia, which is a fancy way of saying lazy eye. Basically, when I was born, one of my eyes, my left eye, had better vision than my other. And when that happens, your brain gets confused as fuck and does not know what to do. So my brain stopped recognizing sight from my right eye, what I call my bad eye. Over time, my brain just relied on my good eye, and that eye got stronger and stronger, while my right eye was fucking cooked. The thing about amblyopia, it's pretty common. In fact, if you catch it early enough in a child, you can actually treat it with things like patching and vision therapy, which can help strengthen that eye and not lose the vision in that eye. The problem was for me though, nobody noticed until I was like 7, which I now know is too late to fix anything. But at the time, I was put in vision therapy and basically had to patch and do vision therapy every single day until I was a senior in high school, even though I would tell my optometrist and my parents that none of this shit was fucking working. And I was indeed still blind. Not to mention, they made me wear a contact in my bad eye starting at 7 years old all the way through college, all for it to literally do nothing except give me migraines all the fucking time until I stopped wearing that stupid piece of shit. I don't even want to think about how much money my parents wasted on all of that bullshit, all for me to literally still be blind. Huh? But that's a topic for another video about the failures of the American healthcare system and how sometimes it's just a fucking scam. This video is about me reclaiming my ability to mindlessly create by stripping away my main sense that I use when I create art, my sight. Over the next few days, I will be documenting the process of what it's like to create art without really being able to see what the hell it is I am creating in the first place. The goal is not to make something that is good. In fact, I'm going to be extremely shocked if I make anything that I even remotely like. The goal is just to relearn how to make stuff without thinking about it, and to break the stupid habit of reaching for my damn phone every time I can't think of a freaking idea. What I'm really hoping to learn is how to get re-inspired by my own mind and my surroundings and even my other senses. So come along with me on this blind journey to creativity, and let's make some stuff. All right, step one, we need to go get an eye patch. So let's go. Believe it! So I definitely got more than just the eye patch. So let's do a haul, shall we? Anyways, we got the eye patch. But then I was like looking around, and then I was like, you know what? I need a heat protectant because I've never used heat protectant in my hair and it fucking shows. So I needed that, so I got it. And then I was like, heat protectant, what did that remind me of? Hair, what did that also remind me of? I'm almost out of shampoo, so I got some shampoo. Why don't they just make normal shampoo? Why is everything like volume, damage control, for curly hair, for straight hair, for gray hair, for colored hair? Why don't they just make like normal edition? This is my pitch to shampoo companies. Normal edition, please create it, thank you. I know it's all marketing, but like I get overwhelmed when I'm in there, and so then I end up just buying something random, and like, I don't know, that says like volume. It's probably gonna make my hair gross, I don't know. Then I was like, I need eyeliner, and then I was like, should I get this one too? Because I like to line my waterline, but if I do white, it feels like cartoonish. So I was like, oh, maybe this color. Now it's like the exact color of my skin. I don't know if you'll even notice it. And then I was like, micellar water, I need that. Not to remove my makeup, to put on my armpits. And if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Q-tips, and then this funky, look at that, I love that color. So I'm gonna paint my nails that color tonight. And then I was in the checkout line, and this got me because it's dry, bitch. It's dry as shit, and my hands are, I hate when my hands feel dry. So this. All right, let's go home. All right, we are back from the store, and I figured I can't just wear the eye patch, right? Because I feel like in order to kick off the creativity of this whole endeavor, I really want to quantify this eye patch. So before we get straight into doing art with my blind eye, let's make this thing cute. Okay, so what I have is a lot of random crafting supplies, I guess you could say. So, oh. Small ass fucking head, what the shit? We gotta put that thing on extra, double, extra, triple large, cause mama's got a big fucking head. Mama's got a big head, big head. Mama's got a big head, big head. Like, I'm telling you, that's probably. Wow, this is really traumatizing. It says one size fits all, honey. No, what the fuck does not. I might have to add some freaking elastic to this thing. Ow. A whole new world. Oh, I don't know the words. Something, something, point of view. Na 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 na. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. How does it look? Perfect. So I have 3 glitters, but this one is almost out, so I feel like I shouldn't use it. And also, I don't think the pink's gonna cover the black well. I'm thinking the blue might be the best to cover the black, or this green. I'm such a green and pink girl, but I feel like I'm thinking like jewel, like the jewel of the sea, you know? So let's go blue. I think blue is the vibe, because I've always wanted blue eyes, but I was cursed with these brown beauties. Sometimes people with blue eyes freak me out because they're, it's just so intense. Both of my brothers and my dad all have blue eyes, and I have these super dark brown eyes, and one of them's blind, and they both have good vision. Well, I guess my older brother doesn't have great vision, but he had LASIK. I wish I could have surgery to fix my fucking sight. Let's add the glitter. Like in adulthood, there's like quite a few things that I notice are like challenging because I can't see out of one of my eyes. But for the most part, like my life is not really like impaired at all because I have always had this. It's not like something that I like just lost my vision one day. It's like my whole life has always looked like this. So I don't really like miss it, if that makes sense. I feel like it'd be the same if you were just born like partially deaf or I don't know, missing a limb. It's like, yeah, would life be easier with it? Sure, but like I don't know a life with it. You know, I only know life without it. This is what we're at so far. It's looking very, very jewel of the sea. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna go in with another coat, I think. Nothing is hard for me because of it, except for when I was younger, my dad like really wanted me to do sports because like, of course, I feel like every dad like wants their kid to like be athletic and do sports, but like any sport involving a ball, I am genuinely like very, very bad at because I have no depth perception. So what that means is like, I can't tell how far away things are or how close things are to me. And so whenever I would play any sports that involved balls, I was just so fucking terrible because if I needed to catch it, if I needed to shoot it, if I needed to kick it, I was so bad at like gauging how things were. So like my dad had me playing basketball and like him and my older brother were like involved in like some of my basketball teams and stuff growing up. And I genuinely like was not good at all. I only played defense like exclusively.
Dad, think fast. Listen, that child is going to be a pro athlete.
They never passed me the ball, and if they did, it was like a dire situation where it was like, fuck, we have nobody else to pass it to Emily, and then I would like try to put it up and it would just like slam off the backboard. Because I always thought it was way farther away than I was, or vice versa. I thought I was way closer than I was, so it was just airball. Like, it was so fucking bad. And then when I got a little bit older and we moved, I was like, I'm done playing basketball. I'm not playing basketball anymore. Then my mom put me into tennis because my mom started getting really into tennis. And so I was like, okay, let me try my hand at tennis. If you thought basketball was bad, tennis was like infinitely harder for me because not only was the ball tiny, like the ball is so small, I can barely like keep up with it as it is. And B, that shit comes at you fast as fuck. So I'm like trying to get ready. They had me in private lessons. They had me like, I was so fucking bad, like so bad at tennis. Thank God I had a neighbor when I was like in the 4th grade. Yeah, it was like the 4th grade, we moved to a new place, and then my neighbor across the street was like in dance or whatever, and then she took me to like a dance class one time. That was it. Like I was just like, this is what I meant to do, like athletic wise, like this is the shit for me, because like sight didn't really matter at all in dance. So it was just like, I got hooked, I got the dancing bug. And ever since then, I ain't stopped moving, baby. Okay, here's the progress on the patch. I think this is gonna be good for our base layer, and then we can move on to bedazzling that shit. Yes, this video is about art. And art can take shape in many different things. It can be a painting, it can be dance, and it can be food. So tonight, before I get my eye patch on and I really lean into the no sight inspiration, I thought, what better thing to do than go to a dining experience that is themed around art. Let's go. Fit check. This is what I'm wearing. Some boots, some pants. This like Western jacket thing I thrifted forever ago. This brooch from my grandma. And a beret, of course, because I'm an artiste. So let's go eat and experience the whimsy, the wonder, the mystical magic of art. It's a potato. It's literally a potato. Something feels like it's missing, but I don't know what it could be. Something right around here. The time has come for the part of this journey where I actually create. I have my station set up. I have 2 cameras going, my little friend right here that is going to be showing what I'm looking at. I decided that I've never really painted a self-portrait of myself or drawn a self-portrait of myself outside of like maybe one time in like 9th grade in like Art 1 where it was an assignment. And I don't remember it. I don't like drawing myself because, you know, sometimes I don't like what I see. Pity me, pity me, pity me, pity me. But I've decided that maybe I'll see something different. Or honestly, I won't see the flaws that I normally see because I won't be able to see it all. So I have a mirror set up here that I'm going to be looking at myself at. And I am going to be doing a basic drawing sketch with pencils.
I need a pencil, dog. I need a pencil so I can write on this Scantron.
And then I also have some watercolor stuff because I think I'll do some painting, and yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So before everything gets started, the first thing that we have to do is put on zip patch. I think it's just now hitting me how difficult this is actually going to be. Yeah, also I made the patch bigger because it was so tight on my head, so I added some extra string to it to elongate it. Also, this is kind of cramping my style, so let's pull my hair over it. Oh God, this is gonna be really hard. The blind artist will now begin a self-portrait. Oh my God, I can't even see that. Oh God, I can't even see where that line went. Why am I so nervous? Okay, I'm gonna have to just like do everything kind of in one stroke, I think. Okay, wow, Okay, that's just gonna have to do, really. I guess what's kind of freeing about this, if I'm being completely honest, is like, I can't see how bad it is. And whenever I make art, I'm very much like a perfectionist when it comes to details. So I think the best part about all of this is going to be like seeing, can you guys even see what I'm doing? Is going to be like seeing the end result, because like as of right now, it's not looking bad. Oh, actually I'm seeing a flaw already. This is way too low. Okay, hold on. Oh God, erasing might be a mistake because I feel like I'm not gonna get everything. I just gotta let go. I just gotta let go. That's the whole point, right? It's like the whole point of this is to just let go and create. The eye patch comes like nearly all the way up here. Oh, you guys, I can already tell this is gonna be really bad. What am I doing? Just keep it broad, you know? Just keep it broad. We're just going for a sketch. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. I feel like right now I'm seeing Michael Jackson and I don't know how I feel about it. Actually, you know, it kind of like, to me, looks like the guy from Mythbusters. I can't even see any like details of my face. Okay, let's erase this excess head. Oh shit, where did the eraser go? Oh, found it. I don't know why, but something that's interesting that I'm realizing is like, as I'm doing this, I'm like not holding my pencil the way that I normally would. And I'm not like, it's weird. It's like I'm going back to like when I was a kid and I didn't have like the correct, like form is the wrong word, but like, you know what I mean? Technique. Is that what I'm trying to say? It's like I can't use the right technique. You know, like, does that make sense? All the technical knowledge that I knew is just kind of going out the window right now, which I think is going to screw me over in the end, but I will say, like, it's quite freeing. What's actually, like, really fun about this is, like, you really are only drawing kind of, like, the biggest things that you're able to see, because that's all you can see. So it's like, I feel like whenever I do like complicated things like drawing somebody's face or whatever, it's like, it's so overwhelming because you're like so worried about getting all of the details right that like you almost like that's all you can see, if that makes sense. But like, since I can't see really anything right now, besides like, you know, big details, I'm not really too worried about all of that. Honestly, so far, this is like so nice, because like I really truly haven't been able to just like pick up a pen or a pencil and just start doing something like this in months. Because every time I just overthink it, I just don't know what to doing. So like, so far, like my like theory or whatever seems to be, my hypothesis, as you would say, is kind of getting proven maybe, because it feels really good. Is it gonna be good? No, I have no faith that this is gonna look like anything. I think it's gonna be really, really fucking terrible, but that's kind of the point, right? Like, I fully am expecting this to look like a 5-year-old made it, and that's okay. That's kind of like what I want it to be. Also, I kind of like low-key made myself look like a baby. That's okay. Okay, let's shade this in, and then I'm tempted to call it good on this first one. See what we got. Finishing touches. Anything else? feel like maybe a bit more shading. Maybe right here. Connect where that hair is kind of causing a shadow on this whole part of my face. And there's like a bit of a shadow casting like right here. Let's just blur it all together. And same thing with the top. Let's just, for good measure. And then this little fucking nipple thing on the top. Okay. So let's see what this looks like. Does it look like me? It looks like me when I can't see myself. So let's see. Oh my God. Okay. So, you know what? For genuinely, like, not to like stroke my own dick here or anything, but genuinely, like, for not being able to see quite literally anything, it's not the worst thing ever. Does it look like me? Not really, but it looks like a version, like genuinely like that looks as close to what I could see in the mirror as I think my talent could. That's not true. If I spent a really long time on it with my eye like that, I think I could have made it look less terrible, but I don't think that's the point. I think the point is I was able to just literally pick, oh, and I didn't shade at all right there. I was literally just able to like pick up a pencil and just start like going. Oh my God, I'm feeling like really good about this now. I was really nervous at first, and honestly, like before starting to film this, I like was feeling very, very, very nervous that this was a dumb idea. Wow. I feel like I might get emotional. Something that's so like freeing about doing this is like genuinely when I look at myself every day, I find something about myself that like I don't like and focus on that and whatever. And like this is showing me things like my eye. I know this doesn't look exactly like my eye, but I have been feeling so insecure about this like freaking hooded eyelid or whatever, and looking at it in this picture, and I know that this is not exactly what it looks like, but like it's the best part of this whole photo, of this whole picture, is the thing I hate the most about my face. I was not expecting to feel like emotional from this. Oh my God. What the fuck? Okay, let's go to the next thing. Phase 2 of this experiment / journey is I am going to be doing watercolors with this shitty like Amazon thing that I use all the time. Up until like 2 years ago, I was not into painting at all. I was very bad at painting. I tried painting acrylic numerous times, some big pieces that like I kind of like, but like I don't really like them that much because I hated the medium. I hated acrylic paint. It dries so fast and it would piss me off, and I felt like it always looked muddy. I could never blend it well. And then I just decided that I was going to just like attempt watercolors and see. I'd never done watercolors before, besides like when I was like little and there was like watercolor kits or whatever. So I just got one of these off of Amazon, and it's super convenient, and obviously not sponsored because I literally have no subscribers. But this is a decent little watercolor palette. I painted a lot of things with it. I'm going to do another portrait, and I made this picture frame. If you can tell that there's a theme in my life, it is bejeweling stuff. And yeah, so I made this picture frame and there's no picture in it. So I figured what better to put in it than this painting. So yeah, I think that is the vibe. And the frame is already so chaotic and insane that it's kind of like, if the painting is ugly and bad, which I'm anticipating it being, then it's like, who cares, you know? So yeah, let's get into it, I guess. I feel like the last thing got me feeling a little less tense and a little more like confident, I guess, just in my ability. I guess it's kind of like something when you do it a lot, it's like riding a bike, right? I just trace the outline of the size of the frame in there. I'll cut it when I'm done, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can't think of words right now. The only thing that sucks about this whole thing is because I'm recording and I don't want like copyright violations, I'm doing all of this in total silence, which is kind of nice, but also a bit like unnerving. It feels kind of strange, but I guess lock in, you know? Okay, my station's kind of a mess. I also have a Coke Zero that I already spilled on my station, so. Well, that took 2 seconds for me to make a mess. Oopsies. Well, good thing it's on watercolor paper. This is like the kitchen table in my house. This was actually my grandma's or my great grandma's, and she used it as like a writing desk or to like do crafts and stuff on. So it's very like nostalgic for me because this desk has stains all over it from, you know, coffee that had spilled or water, or like there's literal like indents from when she would write. And so I don't know, that's kind of special. And so I do like to create up here as much as I can, because I don't know, it feels like right, if that makes sense. What's really hard, I think, about this thing is my depth perception is really bad. So I cannot tell how far away stuff is. So I feel like I'm going to keep just like knocking shit over. So I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll see. Also, I was like, should I sketch out my face or should I just start? And I'm afraid if I sketch it out, I'm gonna be too heavy-handed to be able to see it, to then I'm not gonna be able to cover it up well. So I really think I'm just going to just get started and just put some paint down. Okay, let's go in with a smaller brush to start because I'm kind of scared of messing up with this. Wow, I can't even tell what these look like. That one's kind of fat. This one looks the smallest, but this one feels a bit better. This one feels kind of frayed at the end. Let's start with this and see what happens. This is kind of scary. I guess I just gotta do it the same way I did the last thing and just, you know, YOLO. What's so interesting, like the same thing happened when I was sketching, is like, I'm not doing the technique that I would normally do, like at all when I paint. Like I'm literally like holding the brush in a way that I normally wouldn't. And like, it's just so interesting the way that like your body almost, it knows what it's doing, but at the same time, it's kind of like confused because like it's so different than how it normally is. I'm just trying to lay down some paint at the beginning to just get like an overall shape of my face basically. And then I'll go in with like some darker stuff of the pink to like define stuff, if that makes sense. I'll go in with stuff to do the things. I forgot that since I'm gonna have this beret on, that this part of my face is not going to really be there. A tip, if you ever mess up when you do watercolor, just put a bunch of water over it and then take a paper towel and like sop it up and it will clean that up. I don't know how well I just did, but it looks a lot lighter to me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and lay some shadow down to kind of figure out the shape of everything. Oh guys, this is starting to get hard. Also, my eye is not used to working at all really. So it's starting to get tired, and I can tell that I'm kind of losing steam in it, and it's very hard to focus. Stick to what you can see. Not a lot, girl. Oh, I didn't make my face long enough. Do the trick, do the trick. There we go. Also, what's hard about this is I can't tell how wet anything is. So I'm probably not gonna be able to get the definition that I'm wanting to get, which is why this is so hard to see, because it's probably way too wet, which is a thing with watercolor. You want it wet, but you don't want it wet. So far I kind of look angry, and I'm not meaning to. It's just I feel every time I catch a glimpse of myself, I'm so focused to try to see what the fuck it is that I'm doing that it's just reading very angry, and I don't mean for that to be happening. I'm almost done. Just a few more finishing touches. Okay, so what I'm learning is I don't know how to do eyelashes with watercolors, so I think I really just made that a lot worse. And the other thing is looking at my nose, I can tell that it looks Michael Jackson-y, but I don't know how to fix that. I can't even tell what the fuck I'm doing. The good news is I feel I'm starting to look slightly less like Michael Jackson. Maybe. Done. Let's do the final reveal of the watercolor self-portrait that I did with my blind eye. I can tell that the beret is just looking questionable, but it's too late. So let's take this thing off. Keep my eyes closed. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Wow, that's way better than I was expecting it to be, honestly. My eye is way too huge. There's not enough white in my eye showing. The pupil is really big. Not the pupil. What's the brown part of the eye called? Jesus Christ, oh my God. So bright. And I can see everything now. Oh, wow. I'm pretty proud of this, you guys. The fact that I really couldn't see anything, I'm very, very proud of this. This was so fun. All right, well, I guess I'll pass it to me.
Hello, it's me, here at the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This is one of my first big YouTube videos that I have put together and put out, and it means a lot to me. This journey was so much fun for me to unlock this new era in my creativity, using something that I've always looked at as, a negative in my life, something that holds me back and keeps me from reaching a certain potential, I guess you could say. But what was so eye-opening I guess, for this whole experience was just using that to kind of unlock a new level of creativity and to kind of remove this pressure that I inherently put on myself while I'm creating, and this need to go and search for inspiration for stuff. I feel like I just didn't need that because all I was focusing on was just the fundamentals, the basics, and yeah, I think this is something that I honestly am going to continue to do whenever I feel this urge to reach for my phone for inspiration. I think this is definitely going to be something that I do in the future to kind of circumvent myself from falling down that scrolling rabbit hole, because at the end of the day, I think we could all use some less time on our phones, on our devices. That's just some advice from me, a 28-year-old hag who's addicted to social media. Thank you so much if you made it here. If you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to continue to make videos like this about things that I'm passionate about and just have some fun. This is my favorite thing in the whole world to do. So if you could subscribe, that would support me a lot. I also have a podcast that I post on this YouTube channel every single Thursday. It's really fun. You should come check it out. It's called The Girls Club. Yeah, so I post a video every week. It's a podcast. It's a lot of fun. Chit chat, gossiping, having a good time, talking about current events, talking about the fuck shit happening in the world, and, you know, just kind of making lightheartedness out of all of it. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, check that out as well. I'm Starnesey, aka Emily Starnes. I hope you like this video, and I hope to see you again. Thanks. Love you. Bye. I can genuinely say that I never, ever, ever, ever thought I would ever do anything like this, and it's something that I think was really good for me and my creativity. So I'm really proud of myself.